So, the second part of my three-part body modification history is how addicted I had become, and still am, I would say, to piercings and other body modifications. I got my tongue pierced a few weeks before I turned 22. That was in July. It was July 3rd, actually, 2001. The day before 4th of July, which totally sucked because the next day I went to a barbecue and I couldn't eat anything since my tongue was totally swollen and I could, barely talk. So yeah, anyways, got my tongue pierced in July 2001. And then I got my septum pierced in December of 2001 in Oregon. Then the next February, on Valentine's Day, I got my pierced. And that, Love Yourself anyways, mentioned that before. And then in March, I got my nipples done the next month. That was the first time I ever got pierced twice in the same day. And I'd gone out to get pierced twice in the same day, a total now of, I don't know if I can say that actually, now that I think about it, because my apodrivia, my genital piercing, actually is 2 piercings, even though it's done in one single piercing at one time. So I don't know if you consider that 1 or 2 piercings. I only consider it 1. Anyways, so yeah. After nipples, I got my first helix in the spring sometime of 2002. And then I got my navel done, and I got maybe I might have gotten my navel done with my first ear helix. Again, helix is this one right here, the little ring up in the upper cartilage. And then I got my first industrial done, which is this one, my right industrial. And then I got my second helix done. And then I got my second industrial done. Now my second helix was in 2003. So, okay, I got my first industrial was done in October of 2002. I forgot to mention that. And my navel in August of 2002. So by October of the next year, after I got my tongue pierced, I already had, tongue, nose, apodrivia, nipples, helix, navel, industrial. So I already had 8 piercings. Kind of went crazy with it. And then I got my other helix done the following year in 2003. And then I got my second industrial done, the big double bar one. I got this second one done in April of 2004. And then I got my my tattoos done shortly before that in January. And then my tongue split in 2006. Yep, that's it. So I went hog wild with it. And I did multiple stretches throughout that time. My tongue started at 12 gauge, same size as this little ear piercing, and got to 000, which I could put my pinky finger through, and then I split it after that. I had the tongue pierced at that and stretch for almost 2 years before I decided to split it. I wanted to be sure, but I was tired. I wanted to do something new. Then I stretched my septum, again started at 12 gauge, all the way to 2 gauge. This is not 2 gauge, this is only a 6 gauge spike, but I have a 2 gauge, trust me. I then stretched my navel, which is at 8 gauge, and stretched my apodrivia, my genital piercing, which is now at 6 gauge. So when I wasn't piercing, I was stretching. And stretching can be just as fun, just as rewarding. Anyways, that's how crazy I went with my piercings, and that's part 2 of the video series and my history of piercings and body modification. Hope you enjoyed it.